Most objects in our everyday world can be put into categories. An oak, for example, is a type of tree, and a bottle of Coca-Cola is a drink. Suppose that you had never seen an oak before, or had never heard of a Coca-Cola. If I had told you that an oak was a type of tree, you could probably guess that it had a trunk, some branches, and maybe some leaves or thorns. Likewise, if I had told you that a Coca-Cola was a drink, you could probably assume it was a liquid. Categories allow us to determine certain characteristics about our objects in question. In computing, data also has specific categories. In computing, however, we call these categories data types. Depending on the language you are using to write code, the data types can differ. However, there are a few data types that are extremely popular among many languages and that have proven to be extremely useful when writing code. We will discuss these further. An integer, float, and double are data types that represent numbers. An integer is a number that does not have any places after a decimal point, whereas float and doubles do. The difference between a float and a double, however, is that a double can represent many more places after the decimal point, making it much better to deal with programs that have to do math, since the results will tend to be more accurate. A boolean can hold a true or false value, and a char can hold a single character, whether it be a letter, a number, or a symbol. In short, types in computing are key to understanding what certain data represents. This is not only useful for the programmer, but also for the user of the program, since the user can then be able to understand what certain parameters that are being passed into the program represent. After all, if you don't know what your data is actually doing or what it means, how exactly can you work with it?